old school is back. It is here. This is Gran Turismo on the Sony PlayStation Portable. This is a game I haven't played before, or rather a version of Gran Turismo I haven't tried. I'm excited for this. So, look at this. Let's watch this cutscene for a bit. I'll give you some review scores, guys. This reviewed okay back in the day. Eurogamer gave it a 7 out of 10. Game Informer the same, 7 out of 10. Game Revolution give it a C+. The school grading system there over at Game Revolution. And GameSpot give it a 7.5 out of 10. So, like I say, it reviewed well. If you can call sevens, mid-sevens well, I think that's decent. The proof is in the pudding when it comes to the playing. The gameplay, I should say. Not the playing. Even though I will be playing this in a set. Look at this. How on earth did they squeeze this onto the PlayStation Portable? Like, how? I love technology. I'm a fan of the Gran Turismo games. I really enjoyed GT3 on PS2. That actually come bundled with my PS2. I had the GT3 pack, if anyone remembers, like the big red box. The red and black box, I should say. And then, just having a look at options here. And I love Gran Turismo 7 on PS5. I think it's a fantastic game. But I'm not its biggest fan. I will say that. I can find the series a little sterile. But it's a serious racer, isn't it? In general, I like it, guys. In general, I do like it. Okay. Where do we choose the... I want to see what tracks we've got here. So this is car selection. So we've got to do... Oh, I see what we've got to do. Oh, we've got the Honda. Let's go with that. That's the only option. And now we do the track. Okay. So here are the selection of tracks, guys. Look at all of these. Again, on the little PSP. One of my favourite handheld consoles of all time, the PSP. I think it was vastly underrated. I nearly said overrated. Underrated. Was it underrated, though? It's got a bit of a cult following. It's had a bit of a resurgence. Because if you try and buy one from Amazon now, brand new, as an example, you could try other stores. It's quite expensive to get one brand new now, guys. Around £400-500. It's the Amalfi Coast. So this track was in, or something similar, was in one of the Forzas. Forza 2? Maybe Forza 3? So yeah, let's check this out. I've actually been to the Amalfi Coast, guys. Many years ago. Beautiful part of the world. If you haven't been to Amalfi Coast and Sorrento and the surrounding areas, go. It's gorgeous. So here we go. Oh, wow. Wow, look at this. This is something else, guys. Okay, so select on the PS5 controller, which I'm using to emulate the controls. Yeah, select is change cameras. Obviously, these cars are going to be a tad slower than the cars that we will be able to unlock as we progress. I was going to say the career. I don't know if there's a career mode in this, you know. Let's have a look and see. Nah, I was going to say, can I change the HUD at all? That is my gripe with Gran Turismo games in general, is I do not like the customization options when it comes to your HUD. So that at the bottom there, that says what speed I'm going and the prize credits on offer. It even says the actual time it is as I'm recording this, look, because it is it's 11:03 PM, it says on my PC. So it's tuned in to the PSP's clock, this game is, which is fantastic. But yeah, what I was saying is I don't like the fact that we can't remove that garish HUD at the bottom. I find it garish. Some people will be fine with it. Gran Turismo 7's the same. I can't customize it to how I'd like it in regards to your racing line. Like, you have to have braking zones, these big red rectangle boxes that flash, because I always have some form of racing line, guys, on cornering only, because I'm not very good at races. I need to know where I need to brake. And in Forza, it just gives you that nice, straightforward, Racing line on corners only tells you where to slow down. Same with the F1 games. Not with Gran Turismo. They've got to be different. And give you these garish, big, red, flashing, braking zone boxes, which you could turn off, but then you've got no cornering racing line. You can only have a permanent racing line, like we've got here, and I don't want that. So yeah, I've always found the customization options in Gran Turismo to be a bit limited, or not to my personal tastes. Obviously, I'm nitpicking. It's all about playing, like I said earlier, the gameplay. This is fantastic. Oh, I'm in love, guys. I am in love. I like my races. As any of you regulars who frequent this channel, and you put up with the ramblings of a chorizo machine, will know that I enjoy races. But I'm quite fussy with them as well, with that said. And this is incredible. Like, I love this straight away. I'm going to be playing this all day. It looks absolutely stunning as well, doesn't it? I like this camera angle the most. As with a lot of Gran Turismo games, I do prefer playing this. It's not realistic. I mean, that is realism, isn't it? But I always find this the most difficult camera angle to use. So we've got one more lap here. Let's finish this race. I'm in first position. And you can use the left stick to steer. I was using D-pad for a while, because PSP didn't have a stick, left and right stick, did it? It was D-pads, or a D-pad, and 4 buttons, and two shoulder buttons, not 4, wasn't it? I'm trying to remember. I didn't own one. I had a friend who did, and he used to be obsessed with buying the little UMD movies for it. But yeah, a beautiful console. To this day, I still love the aesthetic, the design of the PSP. I think it looks super cool. And I regret not buying one. The Vita was cool. It weren't the PSP. I don't know why. It's probably because of the brilliant PES games we've got on the PSP, so I'm a bit biased because I love PES. And the Vita, I don't think got any PES games. I might be wrong on that, but I don't think it did. Look at this. We'll have a quick look at another track after this, guys, just to see graphically what else is on offer here. But it's running so well. It's running more or less perfectly on RetroArch. The PSP core on RetroArch always delivers, it seems, I must say. Because the other PSP games I've featured on Old School and Retro Football playlists, go check the playlists out, guys, if you're new to this channel. But yeah, every time I've looked at, say, Grand Theft Auto on the PSP, it's worked flawlessly on RetroArch. I'm not the best at this game. I'm not the best at Gran Turismo in general. I'm always crashing into walls. Like I said earlier, it is the more serious game. I find it a little bit more serious than Forza. I think gameplay-wise, Gran Turismo, I was going to say, is a better game than Forza. It's not, or it hasn't always been the case. I think this year it is. I think GT7 is better than Forza. Well, it's not Forza 8, is it? It's just Forza now. I think Gran Turismo 7 is a better game. The cars feel more natural in it. They feel more like boats in the new Forza, in my opinion. Even though I do like that game, even though they feel like boats. But it's like Forza 2 for me, back in those days, is when Forza was a better game than Gran Turismo on the Xbox 360. But Gran Turismo seems to have sorted its act out, and now that's the better game again. Even though I still feel that the Gran Turismo games in general, they feel sterile to me. There is something, I can't put my finger on it. There is something about them that just feels sterile. Anyway, that's done. And that is just so good. Oh, look at the replays. I can switch camera, apparently. Look at this. I'm going to make a cool thumbnail out of this replay, I think. Look at that, guys. Little console in your hands, back in the day, playing some Gran Turismo, and it actually plays well. And it looks incredible as well. Just so good. I'm so glad I've got to play this. So in regards to reviews, I'll summarise quickly here. It was praised for still featuring the same realistically handling cars for the console games, which has improved from the GT4 version, as well as having a large number of cars, including AI improvements. But it was criticised for not having a traditional career mode, nor the ability to upgrade cars. Okay, I thought I didn't see a career mode in this. Apparently it was a commercial success, though. This game sold by the bucket load. That is off-putting for me, though. No career mode, so you're just playing single player, essentially like friendly matches in a footy game. You're doing that all the time. I do like the idea of, or the possibility in this, of being able to trade your cars and that kind of thing with other players online. Where is that? It's not ad hoc mode. Or is it? Let's have a look. Oh, look at this. Up to 4 players can race each other in this mode. There we go. Share and trade. You can receive cars and give cars and trade cars with other players. That's fantastic. I would have bought this for sure, guys, if I owned a PSP. But no career mode's a strange one for me. It must be due to limitations of the hardware. But to have all this amazing stuff... Now, you can't... I don't think you can change the HUD at all. Oh, wait there. Nah, that's just your controls. That's your sound settings. That's annoying, that. Yeah, you can't change the HUD from the looks of things. We'll have a look at another track. But yeah, no career mode. It's a strange one when you've got all the content in regards to tracks and cars. I would have probably preferred it if they scaled back the amount of cars and tracks just a tad to include a straightforward career mode. I mean, drifting, I've got no interest in. Let's try a time trial. I quite like them. I don't want to do it the Amalfi, though. Let's change it here. Can we change the car? We got to we got to stay with a Honda. We can add it to our favourites. Okay. Nice little car, this Honda. I like Honda cars in general. Really do. But let's change the track. Let's see what else we've got on offer here, because we've got so many tracks to choose. Some of these I recognise from other races. They're not real. Well, they're all... Some are real, aren't they? The Nürburgring. I can never say that word. I don't think this New York track is real. Obviously, New York City is a real place. I know that. Right, let's have a look if I could buy a car. Nah, these are going to be too expensive, though, guys. I don't want a Polyphony digital car because it's like the developer's own designs. I'm not into that. I want real cars. Real cars for real racers. Serious racers like me. I'm not a serious racer in any way. I play these purely for a bit of fun. Okay. Right, let's just start this. We've seen the options. You probably can configure this HUD a little bit more than I have. I saw something about the racing line. You could probably turn this... Well, you will be able to turn this off. And you probably will be able to have it at cornering only. Which is what I would go with if I was playing this for any amount or any serious length of time. Look at this, though, guys. Please let me know if you've played this. And let me know what you thought of it back in the day or what you think of it these days. Super cool. Feels like you're going really slow in this camera angle when you've got used to this one. But yeah, that's a quick look at Gran Turismo on the Sony PlayStation Portable. I absolutely love it. It's blown me away, this has. Absolutely blown me away. Keep a lookout for more content coming to the channel. We've got a lot planned, guys. So much stuff planned. And again, let me know if you've played this game and did you enjoy your time with it. I'll speak to you all soon.